natural thing. And anyway, I read in the menopause, you can go back to doing all the things you wanted to do when you were younger and never got to do. It's like a rebirth. It's a second life. Then somebody, Tess in fact, said about the menopause, you can go back to being the person you were when you're younger. And I'm thinking, well, do you know what? Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to live that same life again? No, do you know, we're already different people here. You can go on and do things that you never did before. It's like, well, do you know what? Take the children away, then I don't have to worry about them now. That's the Fight Club thing, isn't it? It's like once you've lost everything, you're free to do anything. It's like, okay, well, I will often jokingly say, no, I don't have children anymore. Well, I don't, because they're adults. I don't have children. I mean, I've got these people that I birthed, and I do still. Oh, I've gone over. Essentially, I don't have responsibility for them. That's been taken away from me. But you know, I take the gift. Somebody else now has the responsibility of those children. I don't. I have a responsibility for other things, which is living the life that I've been given. And it's this. This is the life I've been given. It's not crusting or cruxing or whatever you said the other day. I'm not allowed to see children because I'm doing this. Well, you know what? You do it your way. I'm doing it my way. I'm speaking to the tarot, to my political ancestors, and it's like, you know what? There's more important things to be doing at the moment. This is a bigger societal sweep. You already made those decisions about my children's upbringing, and I didn't agree with a lot of them even then. But here we are. You're in charge, and I'm just in charge of myself. Still waiting for all my stuff to come back. Still arguing with people, and I'll do it till the fucking day I get taken out in a box. I don't care if I'm getting back or not. I have to live by my own ethics, and the fact that you've taken my stuff, lied to me, got my children to lie to me, to be part of some fucking Masonic group, and this fucking bumhole of a human being who thinks his authority over my life because he's got more money. It's like, up yours. You know what? You're a bunch of cretins. Deal with your own children. I see how it happens to you when all your fucking children. Whatever. Don't talk to you. That's the thing though, isn't it? If you know people lie, if you're lying to people, you know everyone's lying. Everyone's going to be lying to you. You create the world you want to live in. You want to be surrounded by liars? Well, there you go. Now you've got a load of fucking narcissists all over the world. Everyone's just fucking narcissistic and sociopathic because they know everyone lies. No one's honest. And there's positives in that as well. It's like, well, everyone is lying, so you might as well just do your own thing. Do your own thing. Everyone's sweeping money out of banks. Everyone's just... I mean, I knew that with my own fucking bank. Why are you just taking money out of my bank? I know it's happening. No one cares. It's not fraud. Oh, fine, it's not fraud then. Just go around with people sweeping money out of banks all the time. Just do it. They can sweep money out of all the fucking banks. All I shit and care. Sweep money out of your fucking banks. I'll just make do with what I've got. Oh, I've only got this much money today. Okay, well, I'll just have to do stuff that means I only use this much money. What did I have? No money at all, no food. I said before, do you know what? I worked out that problem. I always try to be quite an honest person. Try to work, blah, blah, blah. Where's my money, my inheritance? Where's gone, blah. You know, where's my payback for doing this stuff? You're not getting it. We've decided, okay, fine, I'll just do it with no money then. And then I can sit with the Ukrainians. Look, I've got no money either because of fucking Western society. No power, no electric because of Western society. I can sit with you. I mean, do you know what? I don't agree with drugs though and a lot of other things. So, do you know, if that's what it's over, I can agree with them as well. And fine, I'll just live with no money. Oh yeah, what would I do if I had no money to eat? I'd just walk and shop and take a sandwich. It's like, fuck it, I don't care, just walk and take stuff to the shop. If I was that fucking hungry, I'd do it. What's the worst that's going to happen? I've spoken to homeless people about this before. You're not that hungry. If you're that fucking, just go and fucking take a sandwich out of a shop. You're going to call police over a sandwich? Well, great. Let them do it. They'll put you in prison or a mental hospital and you get fed. It's not that simple. Well, do you know what? If you're that fucking hungry, it is that fucking simple. But I don't. The other thing I came up with this downturn in economics is everyone's turning to crime to feed themselves. Not just normal people, like lower class people. But say middle class people probably to pay for things like wine. It's like, do you know what? I've survived on how long now? With very little money, probably more than some, because I stopped drinking and I stopped smoking. I don't drive a car. And so I save a lot of money that way. And barely do. The only electric I use is charge my fucking phone. And I've got enough money to eat. I haven't turned to crime. That's, do you know, in the Guardian or the Independent, whatever, get it fucking right. People are just being greedy. They want more stuff. People are turning to crime. Let them unturn to crime then. Let them fucking sort their fucking morals out. Survive on a bit less. That's what. I've remembered the other thing about the forwardness and backwardness thing. It was that fridge I tried to get you to develop a while back. I'd been in that old fridge. That's an eco thing and a power thing. But I was in the antiques place and I was just talking to this bloke about different bits. Like, what's this? He goes, oh, that's a thing. It's like it turns butter back into cream. It was like an old thing from the wall, like a melamine thing or something. And then he started talking about this fridge. It's like a little box fridge. So all you do is like pour a pint of water in the back. It's got like a chalk filter in the back. And it just keeps the food chill. There's maybe a chiller more than a fridge, but that's all you fucking need in somewhere like this, isn't it? Just to keep the milk chill overnight on a piece of... That's an intelligent thing, surely. Why haven't you made those? Can you do it? Oh, I'm not surprised you're losing all your fucking money. You deserve to. Do something useful, and then I get them flashing fridge comes up. You've missed the fucking point. I don't need a disco fridge. We need an Enviro fridge. You just pour a pint of water into it every day. You don't lose any electric. These things were built in the fucking 20s and they still work. Christ's sake, you're so fucking dumb. So fucking dumb. Well, maybe not dumb, but you're just missing the point. If you really like a disco fridge, put some stickers on it or something. It's a fucking fridge. It's not a party house. Oh, God's sake. I look at things like that and think, I want to throw up. But then I can see, do you know what? Yes, okay. It's nice for the people who like sensory things. Some sensory people like utilitarian things. It's fit for purpose. That's all I need. I don't need to be overstimulated by fucking fridges. What's utility wear? This is what came up the other day. No, not the other day. It was a style of furniture, wasn't it? Utility, and probably post-war. And my son got that utility mirror. That was called utility mirror. I don't know if mine was a bit of a utility mirror as well. This one, a woman's utility. It's not, is it? But I showed you, didn't I? I really like it because it's a style called utility, and it was a walk for the 40s, so maybe. Was it a military mirror? It might have been an officer's one. But it's nice, isn't it? No, they say it's not. It's horrible. I like it because it's a historical classic, an officer's mirror. A utility one. It's true. Where'd you get the lamp? It was just left out the back in the rain. Didn't know why it had fleas. Well, now I've rubbed it over with that petrol polish. Just in case. Sprayed the thing with hairspray and set a match. No, it didn't polish or something. He's taken it off and crushed it though. Somebody probably told him it had fleas on it. You can recover these. I don't need to yet. I'm going to push it back together because someone told him it had mites on. God's sake, shame on. What the hell's the matter with people? That's history. That's another bit of fucking history. I robbed a bank and this is how I did it. God, this makes me laugh. But that sounds like fucking Tessa sending one of her people. I robbed a bank and this is how I did it. I did it like a sick puppy. Right, okay then. Hey look, there's pigeons on the roof. You can't come in with your trapping tactics with somebody who's worked in behaviour and rehabilitation tests. I just see straight through it. You are displaying kindness. I don't want to display kindness at the moment. I don't need to. I'm crawling around my cave. What's kind about people putting a load of... Hey, I'm going to read this to you, Mr. Who we were doing French yesterday. I'll read some French to you. Après, j'ai tout petit que mon gamin. Je vais raconter l'histoire d'être humain. Au début, il y avait rien. Au début, c'est bien. Les d'autres avions n'avaient pas de chemin. Pour et débarquer avec ses gros souliers. What's that? Something about men in the sun? No, not quite. Des coups de pied, that's feet, dans la gueule. Pour se faire respecter, des rues sont uniques et c'est mis à tailler. La flèche est dans, on prend dans son mot de blé, et tout normalement, c'est son but maîtrisé. En deux temps, trois mouvements, la histoire est, that's what? Appelé le sédiment, la ville qu'on fait. Ma chérie, on la main commence à pluie désert. On beurre blanche, on steak hash, on salad vert, green salad, hash steak, white berries, thé au lait, cup of white tea, café sans, that's coffee, café, and petit café, toasté, sugars. Le lait bien léger, un beurre blanche bien fraise, un steak hash bien sweet, un salad vert sans sel, green salad. I did French O-level, but I hated it, so I just didn't do it. I didn't want to do it, that's why I wasn't engaging, because I wanted to do woodwork. It's true, it was decided I'd do French, it'd be good for me. Well, do you know what? Thanks for that. Thanks for choosing my life path. I didn't want to do French. I want to do woodwork. I wanted to be a patron of the forward movement. I don't want to be a French girl. Stop trying to make me a French girl, please. I want to be a trans ambassador. Can I do woodwork? Do French? I'm not doing it. I'm going to the pub. I'm going to learn how to drink beer like men. See you later on. When my liver's exploded and I've got a load of diseases. Hitching around the country. That's quite a manly thing to do. Getting in cars with strange men and scaring them. Pretty cool. Do you get cars with anyone? Pretty much. I don't know if it's to do it now. Not in these days. Probably not a safe thing to do now. I don't think I'm going to bother uploading this. There's no point, is there? Watch it through at least. I don't know, I was looking about my what's it called? Omna Shiva that I put on the wall. The Shiva looks like it says fairy over there. The way the things, I've done it anyway. What are they called? Them letter things? Sanskrit, isn't it? That looks like it says fairy, which is pretty cool. And over here when it's written the same thing, it looks like it says truth. I like both of those. I should probably play my mantras again today. I did it yesterday. My Om Shiva 108 times. Maybe I should do that. Invoke the Lord. Maybe that's why Musk got that guy in. Because I invoke Shiva. Maybe not by myself. And what's it also? Om Shiva? It's like all the elements, isn't it? Fire, water, air, earth and spirit, or whatever. All this pentacle. I read that. I don't know if it's true or not. The divine masculine is in balance. If Shakti's the same. I thought she was born from Shakti. That's in a different way because Shakti is conscious. I've forgotten. I'm sure I read or saw a picture on that Shiva had given birth to. No, Shakti had given birth to Shiva. Which is why I think Shakti as being like the primordial mother sometimes. But if it's also, we've gone round one, haven't we? Well, yeah, we have. If they're both also believed to be aspects of the human, Shiva and Shakti, like the masculine, the divine feminine within you, and Shakti is the, I forgot. It's like in Buddhism, isn't it, with the conscious energy and the females, the masculine's the conscious energy and the female's the active energy. It's that same thing, isn't it? Pretty much, they say. Pretty much. Shall I go now? Oh yeah, the other thing I forgot as well about how to deal with the cold, say in the Ukraine. I don't know what the temperature's like. I presume if it's near Russia, it's not going to be the warmest of places. Wool blankets. I've got no heating. I put wool blankets out yesterday because they stopped the damp crawling through into the bed. And when it comes to the point that it is damp in the house in winter, which it is, I then put the wool blankets inside the bed, so I sleep on them. They'll absorb any damp, and then more wool blankets would have been good probably, but this is how we live at the moment. Put a wool blanket on top, it stops the damp seeping through a bit. The wool blankets inside take the damp out of you. I mean, when I was a kid, we had wool blankets under the sheet, so they draw the moisture out of you, and they offer warmth as well. When we walked to the Lake District, it was wool for layers. If wool gets damp, it still holds the heat. Blah blah blah. They did use wool in the army, didn't they? They probably use more effective things now. But the other thing is to make we don't need to tell them how to do it, is the four-poster thing. So you've got like a wool enclosed bed or a smaller space that keeps the warmth in. I'm just thinking survival. I'm not saying it's going to be like the perfect way of living, but victimising everything. Come and live in the UK. We'll bring all these people over. I'm not saying you shouldn't bring some people over, but and to what? To houses filled with central heating where everyone gets diseases. You can't afford to pay for fucking central heating. I don't know. I don't know what the problem. I don't know what the solution is. Our war's all fucked anyway. I'm sick from the war. The food's all sick. Sickness everywhere. I'd stay at home with your family. You don't want. You want to go somewhere else. Well, then maybe that's your path. Do go somewhere else. It's fresh. It's fresh bloodlines. I mean, over time, these. I don't know. I say my best friend at school came from New Zealand, so that's a similar sort of thing. When I was in Bishop Stortford, my best friend was Ping. She was like Chinese, so her parents didn't have any English language, and they came to school. So that was like what's it called? What's it called when you move somewhere else? Resettlement sort of thing. But do they then? make friends. Well, they do make friendships with different people because they. My son's with his girlfriend. She's Romanian. They came over when she was 14 or something. So they're people do have interracial relationships. Of course they do. They say stop it. Now you just sound dumb. But if they're not in schools, they're maybe not going to do it in the same way. Come over here and learn, and then go back to the country and help your own people. That's often a thing, do you know? Go back and teach, whatever. You often have an interest in your own homeland, don't you? Put more to work on the roads. That's old bogey, old man bogey. Old man bogey. Who's old man bogey? Here's my Romany. I'm a fucking traveller, mate. He says, if you keep calling me Romany, I'll be around there with my Romany, with my Romany wiring system. He's my traveller, mate. I call him Marbogey. I'm allowed to call him Marbogey. He eats spiders in front of children. I'm his man on the ground. He says, you ain't nothing, mate. I'm the one. I'm the serious man. He is the serious man, though. He will, but they have a network, don't they? They have a network of, well, living outside of the classic infrastructure of society, stereotype infrastructure of society. But also, it's a blended thing, isn't it? They've got one foot each side of the fire, if you like. What do you mean by one foot each side of the fire? Well, you know what I mean. One foot in the fire, one foot out of the fire. When I did my thing over my shamanic thing, my claiming of the air and my Wiccan induction or whatever it was, I claimed the air in the underworld. Well, there was a fire pit and I'd put like a pentacle in it made out of bits of old metal. And I did this thing. I'm not jumping into the fire because it was like a fairy circle. I think it was just ash. It was like smouldering anyway. It was not an actual flaming fire. But I had to keep one foot on the grass and one foot on the inside because the fairies were down there. You wouldn't understand. You need to have a foot in the Fey world, but you also need a foot in the actual world. That's Shanding. So you can travel between worlds, but you've got a way back. I put Marshall into the underworld as a Romany. Right. I just threw him in. I threw him into the fire. Says, do you know what? You do things your way, I do things my way. And I threw rings into the sea. I'm married to the sea. I'm married to the sky. I'm married to the woods. I'm married to the ground. I'm married to the fairies. It's like, I don't really care about you. Your way of doing things. I do things in my backwards forwards way. What am I going to do today? I suppose I better get some work done and then read Trotsky. I've left it this long. I will update this, upload it, it may go through. It's a Penguin book, I love that. And I love the fact I'm managing to read. What are the essentials for life? What are they? Food, shelter, and sex. Apparently. You can live without sex. Oh, well, society can't, but I mean, as a thing. Michelle, heat, what is it? Wolf. Okay. Bye.